This is my family tree. And a long time ago, it began. Born into a world we have no hope to understand. We all start out this way. Sons and daughters born to mothers and fathers, creating family trees, digging roots deep into the land. All a part of one grand master plan that God himself designed. Like he sat back and said, yeah, this is what I had in mind. He looks at a mother and says, I'll give her a PhD in broken heart repair, and she'll always know what to do with a skinned knee. This is what it's supposed to be. He said they'll define beauty by the word mom, and she'll be bright enough to leave an impression on the sun. And fathers, I'll make them like an anchor. They'll always be charged with opening pickle jars and checking for monsters under the bed. And throughout all time, a battle will be fought. I bet my dad could beat up your dad. Could not. Because you see, life is walking a tightrope in a high-wire circus act. There comes a point when you just can't go back. And what you really need is a safety net. So God made parents and said, this is good. This is how they'll know my love. But what happens when a perfect plan falls apart? We look back at a story about some fruit and realize we were doomed from the start. And while the plan was perfect in its construction, it's useless if we don't read the instructions. So sometimes a family tree loses a branch. And we can't explain why, and we can't always stop it. But who's left to catch a child when the world drops it? A lost son or daughter becomes a lost mother or father who can't teach what was never taught, who can't catch because they were never caught. It's broken. And while that tree still stands, it can't fix itself. So it grows new broken branches, becoming a shadow of what it used to be. But it doesn't have to be this way. There's this place that I know where all broken trees can grow. A place where love isn't based on whose you are or where you come from. They call them village kids. And in a world that'll push you down before you can stand back up, there's at least one place with a safety net. A net called the love of Christ, held up by people called his followers. What happens when you introduce brokenness to its arch nemesis, love? It's that destructive cycle that gets interrupted. And even though it's sin that corrupted that perfect plan, it's not impossible to rebuild a broken little boy into a godly man. I know that for a fact. And it's because of this miracle that you see this life here. And here. And here. These are not village kids. No, you see, long before they were born as a branch on this tree, someone came along and gave a child the only gift that's really free. So if you were to ask them about the Baptist Children's Village, they would say, yeah, that's where my great-grandmother grew up, or my grandparents met each other there. It's no exaggeration to say that changing one life at the Baptist Children's Village will change generations. I don't know what it truly feels like to be the start of a new family tree. I'm not a village kid, but he is. My dad. And it's because someone like you once said that I want to be a part of fixing this tree that is dead, that I exist. that I can say to you now. It's worth it.